Hello, this is Simon Klein from TradeSmart at 8:53 a.m. Eastern Time on the 21st of May 2017. Welcome to this week's episode of Where is the Dollar Going Next? And what you see before you, as usual, is the dollar index on the daily chart wound back to the end of last week. We said last week, based primarily on the higher time frames and the monthly chart, that the dollar was most likely to continue moving to the downside. So let's see how the dollar played out last week. So on Monday, the dollar moved to the downside towards the bottom of this base. On Tuesday, the dollar continued to move down and closed below this demand zone, increasing the odds of a continuation of the move to the downside. So on Wednesday, the dollar continued to move to the downside close to this demand zone over here. On Wednesday, the market was supported by the demand zone and moved slightly to the upside, but on Friday, we continue to move to the downside. So the question is this: where is the dollar going next this week? So based on this time frame alone, so long as we remain below this supply zone now, we're likely to continue moving to the downside. We're also still in this demand zone, albeit it's not a very strong zone, so we may push up to the upside, but the odds are still higher for continuation of the move to the downside. So let's look up a time frame to the weekly chart. On the weekly chart, again, the odds are that we're most likely to continue moving to the downside, but bear in mind we are in weekly demand here, so we may very well move to the upside. And if we take a look at the monthly chart, according to this time frame, the odds are most likely that we'll continue moving to the downside. Now I want to make a very important point here. This may very well end up being the top of the dollar for a very long time. Why may I say this? Because we have a base here that we moved above, and now we're moving back into the base. So if that happens and we're not supported here, we may very well continue moving to the downside and below the base. And if that happens, we may continue even lower. So this is one of the scenarios that is highly likely to happen now based on what's setting up on the monthly chart. If we don't find support here and move to the upside, we're going to continue moving to the downside. These are the odds of where the dollar is likely to go next this week. If you like this video, hit the like button below, leave a comment, share it with your friends, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel at the end. This is Simon Klein from TradeSmart, wishing you the best of luck with your trading this week.